it going, everyone? It's Liam Catterson here as we venture into another episode of Veronica Mars, episode 13 of season 2. So yeah, with that last episode, we, I guess, managed to fix the predicaments that was plaguing Wallace after his time in Chicago. So yeah, and it was very, very well done, especially in regards to how, Jackie, who we also never saw for, a good chunk of episodes. She played a good role in things as well. So yeah, but yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens in this episode. Of course, there are still a few things going on, especially in terms of the whole Felix dynamic and how, we've all seemingly been exiled from his group. So yeah, that's a bit of a kicker. Yeah. With that said, why don't we get into this episode of Veronica Mars? That's the wrong way. It's episode 13 of season 2. Let's go.
JB, could you go get the Hills?
Me? Help her? She's my nemesis.
Really?
His nemesis?
Well, where the hell are you?
Did we break up?
Where have you been?
Doing a little "You're the one that I want." I am so there.
It's not a freak show. You being there will ruin everything.
All right.
That's my plan. Ruin everything.
Damn, poor Jackie.
He said he's in such pain.
There's no need for that. But that's it, though. She's going to get crucified, especially with Terrence being investigated.
If it were the Ark.
Slushies! It's your ice cold.
Oh, God. Logan, chime in. Go on.
You had me at ice cold.
Which is funny, because that might be the reception to you. Has he got a haircut?
Say that now. Then it's old Uncle Eli.
Yeah.
So hungry.
Oh, is Thumper going to be a nuisance or some shit? I don't know. Yeah.
Sorry. Thought that was your head.
So reliable.
I feel like Veronica's patience is... Really? There are kids here.
Please. This day gets any crazier.
Ah! What the heck? Oh, son of a biatch. Alright. I mean, JB's...
Yeah.
We know JB went to the bloody class. Number one suspect.
She told me earlier today she had a plan to ruin everything.
I hate her.
People with notorious parents who turn out to be decent people. Don't think you have an excuse.
Shh. Did you really?
Oh, I can't believe you fell for that.
Oh, I was gonna say.
You like the Powerpuff Girls, huh? Which one is this?
She's the one that's not shaped like a metal cash box. You start moving metal detectors around, Veronica, you think the word's not gonna spread? Why don't you just open it up already?
I love how he's like, look, it's not a nah.
Phone and baseball fragments embedded in the driver's body. He thinks I planted a bomb in the bag that I detonated by calling the cell phone. And I need you to prove that I didn't make that call.
That's bullshit.
That I had nothing to do with that crash.
Yeah, yeah, it's bullshit. Please don't flush any objects down the... What does she...
Like putting on bikinis and stressful enough.
Trying to prove something to these people.
Yeah. And when people thought the worst of your dad, you just took it lying down, right?
Oh, nah. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Hey, are you sure you want to do this?
I mean, I do feel so, like, I do feel for Jackie. And we know that the 09, like, this place can... Neptune can be really, really ruthless. Like... It is really, really sad at the end of the day because of the fact that you're going to get crucified, whatever the case, at the end of the day. Because of the fact that whether you clearly did it or not, the reception's still the same, which is, you know, really, really tragic, to be fair.
I'm fulfilling a long-time fantasy of sharing a cold one with my favorite ball players. And after we're done, we're gonna play catch in the parking lot.
Favorite, huh?
Ah, good on Wallace.
Okay, that was weird. I got this. Check out this one.
He's deliberately choking.
Wait, you don't want to spook him. Like right now, I know his hands are just dripping with sweat, and you are so completely grossed out. But you're hanging in, and I dig that. Oop, see how it just slipped right out? Gotta work on that, bro.
I want to punch him.
Next time I tell you to stay home, listen.
Oh my god, I freaking hate her. What a selfish, self-absorbed asshole.
Place right in the middle of everything. Whoever stole the cash box could have just dumped it in there. We have to empty it.
It's not going to be there.
And if you're wrong?
That's the last of it.
If the... Yeah, it's not going to be there.
Those of you we've asked to join us were in the vicinity of the cash box, right before the unfortunate...
It's not Weevil! We've
incident.
already addressed...
Blockers are
brought
being
Ophelia along.
as we speak.
Poor Ophelia.
Look at Jackie, see? She's hiding something under her jacket.
That was my gym bag with my bathing suit and towel.
You're not getting away with anything, Missy. I don't care what your zip code is.
There's
Trash is
racism.
trash.
You're racist. You're serious. Like, oh my god, it's Jackie.
Look, just so
Jackie
you know,
did
I
it.
take all my dates here.
Oh, look at him. I taught him nothing. He's like some
Piss
neutered
off!
eunuch nerd drone.
What?
Bambi Gap.
Rash? Seems like more of a motive than supporting Woody's plans for incorporation, don't you think?
Yeah. Oh, that's not good. That doesn't look, Oh, no. Oh. Okay. Well, I was looking for the box, but...
$50 bill with Nancy written on it.
Freshman?
Senior. Goes by the name of Thumper.
This bitch!
I saw code. License plates.
Yeah, I was right. Because it kind of did look like it, but...
The opportunity to apologize.
Wow.
You
Wow.
didn't steal the money. I'm sorry.
Totally worth it.
As sincere as Logan Paul's apology video.
Perhaps when he borrowed your keys?
She's trying to sabotage me. I am
mean,
like this
you
close
did want
to beating her out for the Kane
to take the
scholarship.
keys
This
earlier
is
on.
just like the stuff that she does. She planted it.
And for my next trick, I will take
And
JB
this-
into the hallway.
JB,
whisper a
ain't
few
Veronica
magic
your
words,
nemesis?
And when we return, took pictures of last year's Triton initiation.
Oh, yeah! Oh, shit, so he was
I made a
there.
promise to a certain Triton that his secret was safe, but he's long gone.
That still doesn't prove.
I'll bet if we check the copy machine log, it'll tell us that copies were made with Mrs. Hauser's code, say 4:03, 4:04 p.m. Should I
Around
call
then.
them over?
You're bluffing. The copy machine can't do that.
Are you shitting me,
Well, here's your
Veronica?
choice. You can call my
Bluff?
and we'll all find.
I stole the test.
Ta-da!
Don't let her scare you. If you didn't steal that test, then you shouldn't have.
No.
What? And it's the same print. Yeah, and there's the
I've been
Yo!
walking in that glitter all day. I mean, you could see it's everywhere around my desk.
So your shoes were very fancy.
So
when
you just laid on the racism so you could cover your own crimes, basically. Fuck off out of here.
Why I consider the advice of some of my students.
Look at him, he's proud.
Buck up, Maddie. Senior trip is back on, sister. $6 grand. We're Magic Mountain bound.
Ah!
Oh, You know there's a ride called the Viper, right? Isn't that like your mothership?
Yo.
About thigh highs.
Yeah, there's nothing bad about thigh highs.
I'm waiting to pick up my daughter.
You mean your sister?
I mean my
Wait,
stepdaughter.
Mac
I tend to marry older
and
men.
Beaver.
Then I mess around with the younger.
I'll call you.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, I felt like he was going in for the kiss and she was gonna walk away. Seen his face. Wait, oh shit.
What is that?
The doctor.
Get her, Dick.
Would that you could spit out the memories.
Wow. I mean, that might have been extreme for, like,
climbing over people. I'm under
Mac
the
and
seats,
Beaver,
and by the
but
time I
to
got
get
it,
back at
I
Dick,
was
but...
Covered to do some things that I'm not proud of.
Terrence, we can dance around this all night.
I threw a game.
Oh!
Game 4 of the ALCS. 3-run homer, Baylor hit off me.
Shit, match fixing.
7-mile-per-hour curveball.
The superstitious fan in me? I thought we lost that game because I wasn't there.
This is heartbreaking, I can't lie.
You wouldn't kill a bus full of kids? You still believe that?
Like, throw a game and all of that, but not go that extreme. It's kind of heartbreaking, I'm not gonna lie, for Keith.
Where did you hide the cash box?
The 2 places you looked for it. The cash box was in my niece's back.
Yo!
Then she went into the ball pit, stashed the box.
Veronica's hunch was right, but at the wrong time.
Then she went back in and got the box. While I was having the ball pit drained, you were planting cash and ephedrine in Thumper's locker.
Mm-hmm. Well, I had to go back.
Love of roller coasters. And hatred of anything that requires me to tie a sweater over my shoulders and be at sea with my classmates. Nothing to do with you.
Damn. Damn Weevil. That's just so funny, though, that Veronica was looking in the right places at the wrong time. Yo. Man. Damn Weevil. Damn. Well, that was interesting how Weevil did, like, own up to the bloody, yeah, he did plant, what was it, the $3,000? Yeah. You know, obviously with his animosity with Thumper, it makes sense, so, yeah, but jeez. Yeah, I found this very interesting stuff, with... obviously, the case of the missing money, and not just that though, but even throwing away, from I guess the Winter Festival thing. Especially Keith and Terrence, of course, trying to divulge. I mean, Terrence wasn't in any case, in my bad books and all of that, but I just gotta say, Keith kind of having his heartbreaking moment and all of that, like, I blamed it on myself and all of that, because of the fact that you lost. Yeah, that was kind of heartbreaking, I can't lie. Oy. I don't know if Never Meet Your Heroes is applied here, because he's still wanting to help him out, but bit of pill. Considering wasn't the Doctor involved with the Fitzpatricks, and Logan didn't exactly have a great run-in with them, if I recall, a few episodes back. That's probably gonna be a bit of an ugly thing to develop from. Yeah, I don't know. So, but I do feel like there's a little bit of that projection as well at the same time when it comes to him and Hannah. Because I don't, for one, think that it's going to be, oh, it's Endgame. It's definitely Endgame, Logan and Hannah, surely. I might be surprised, but, I mean, I just feel like there is a sense of, like, I don't know, attachment still, in a sense. I don't know, to Veronica. So, yeah, but, it's that way of, you're not Veronica, but you kind of remind me of her, and you know what, you're you know, good enough to hit the feelings where it shines, I guess. So yeah, in terms of, you know, being, or well, falling for Hannah. So yeah, but again, there is that whole situation of, yeah, there is that whole situation of that doctor being the dad, so that's gonna be fun. But yeah, I did really think of, yeah, it was just really, really interesting to see how things panned out with the whole money situation, because it went in two different directions, where obviously Miss Hauser, yeah, I think that was her name, she was skimming from the collection, and obviously we had that revelation at the end that when it came to Weevil, he did take it. Like, I was writing him off so early as well, because it's like, well, it's Weevil, he's the main character, so yeah. So when there came to that revelation that he was getting back at Thumper, it made sense. It made sense. And at the same time, I just couldn't get how baffling it was in terms of, well, Veronica's hunches were right, because I think the first suspect was Ophelia. Was that her name? The niece of Weevil. Yeah, like, she was searching the bag, seeing if there was anything metal shaped and all of that. And then Veronica did have the hunch to check the ball pit. So Veronica's hunches were right. It was just at the wrong time, wasn't it? So yeah. So it was just so funny how that worked out in terms of well, it works out in terms of a storytelling narrative for Weevil, who's trying to get vengeance on Thumper. And yeah. And what's interesting is there is a little bit of that agreement. There's that little bit of a head nod in terms of, look, I get what's happening, okay, and I'm just gonna keep it shut. So yeah, so it's kind of looked the other way. So yeah, but it isn't when it comes to Miss Hauser, isn't it? Because she was involved, and I do find it very, very interesting. In terms of, like, because Weevil wasn't I mean, I guess he kind of bought the car for himself, a little consolation prize, but mainly he was trying to set up Thumper. He was trying to get him gone. So, yeah. Because I don't know, there might be some people who might be feeling like, well, they're trying to, you know, raise this money and all of that, and, you know, Weevil has taken a bit of the money in terms of vengeance as well as a little gift for himself. So, you know, that can be frowned upon in a sense. So, yeah. But you're more so going to be frowning upon the likes of Miss Hauser. I mean, she is completely unlikable, and we'll get to her in a moment. So yeah, but I think when it comes to these characters and all of that, I mean, we break the law all the time, don't we? I mean, Keith broke into the evidence locker in the last episode. Veronica does it all the time. So yeah, and it's like I said, I don't think any in terms of anything nefarious to the good characters, like, that's it. He was Weevil was looking to get vengeance on Thumper, and we hate Thumper. So again, there's nothing nefarious impacting the good characters, if anything. So yeah, it's a bit of a mixed one, isn't it? So not so much for Miss Hauser, because she just, yeah. So it was kind of cathartic to just see the revelation in terms of, oh, if the shoe fits, right? Because it literally did. But it was kind of cathartic in terms of seeing her get her just desserts, because, I mean, I hated her. I mean, the way that she was... Madison was her name? Yeah. The way that she was just, oh my god, Madison, you're so perfect. You could do no wrong, etc., etc. And it's the way that she points the fingers and just instantly blames Jackie. And I'm like, Jesus, you can't tell me you're not racist or whatever, because that is suspicious. So yeah, even going or ragging on Jackie's zip code and all of that, or yeah, like how she's so trash, you know, despite this, despite that, despite your dad. So I'm kind of glad that she was involved in this whole shit show. So because of the fact that, well, now she's gonna get fired, and yeah, so, and she knew she was cooked as well, because she was like Veronica, why, like, she was to Clemens, how can you get her involved? Like, why should she be involved in this whole investigation? No, deep down she knew that Veronica would get her ass. So, kind of like how JB shouldn't really be, you know, bluffing about the tests and all of that and trying to photocopy it and all of that. So yeah, like, or Veronica was bluffing, should I say, about the tests. Yeah, like, you really gonna challenge Veronica? Really? And it's just so funny though, like, oh, she's my nemesis. I'm like, well, funnily enough, I guess we have seen him that once before, but that was it. But, you know, when you think of someone as your nemesis, you think of a long-standing hatred, and I guess even Veronica was like, I don't even know who you are, so, yeah. And I'm like, who's this guy? Nemesis? But we don't even know what your favorite color is, so, get out of here. But yeah, it was just very, very interesting to, you know, go into that whole fiasco about the missing money. But yeah, I mean, I felt so bad for Jackie. I mean, obviously her dad is in a little bit of hot water, as we found out a little bit more in regards to the hot water that he was in, I guess, with this episode. But, I mean, obviously the ending of the last episode, Terrence was gonna get, you know, questioned about the bus incident. So, yeah, and obviously all of that reverberated to Jackie, so, yeah. It was just really, really, yeah. It was just really, really rough stuff. Like, just seeing the, just seeing the animosity, really, that was being presented towards Jackie, so, yeah. And it's not surprising at the same time. It is not surprising because of the fact that, we know that Neptune can be very ruthless. Again, like, she made a really, really good point when it came to, okay, what happened when your father was in the shitter, basically, following Lily. And that's it. Veronica got chastised for it as well. So, yeah. And again, Neptune can be, can be very, very rough. So, as it wasn't, like, the way that she was, it was just the way that she, like, with the dunking thing and all of that, when, you know, she was going in the water and all of that, it's just the way that she was taking on the chin. And good on Wallace as well for deliberately throwing, literally, deliberately throwing. But, yeah, I mean, that's it though. She was using that animosity to, like, to kind of help the, money raising thing, wasn't she? For the trip for the carnival, she was aiding that out and entertaining, which is still sad. She was entertaining the hatred. So yeah, but it's just so sad. But at the same time, she's trying to be a bigger person about this. I mean, she could react in a very hostile way, but she's basically saying, "Look, let them have their cake and eat it." But it's still sad. So, and not just that though, but again, the thing is cold and all of that, and she's just punishing herself, and allowing these people to be entertained, whilst also raising money as well. But, it is just kind of sad. So, and it was just really great for Veronica, so to team up with her. So, yeah. Considering the last, well, not the last episode, but the last time before that episode, we saw Jackie. She did tease Veronica, didn't she? Big time. Although she, of course, denied any kind of Lily mention. But still, she doesn't deserve that. She doesn't deserve that, like, cutthroat, vicious. Because, again, they are very vicious and very cutthroat and very, very hostile, is Neptune. If your parent, like, even if you had no involvement whatsoever, if your parent is involved in a very, very controversial thing, you're going to feel the ramifications of it. And Veronica did. Jackie did. So, yeah. So there is the matter as well about Beaver and Mac, which, you know, great that they are continuing to be together. And Dick, because Dick is he's a dick. And of course he had to chime in and try to ruin Beaver's self-confidence and all that jazz, because he's an absolute asshole who just contributes nothing to society. But yeah, Beaver did not deserve that. Now, what they were doing is a bit controversial. Especially with the revelation that they used someone who was transgender in the escorting business as a joke, as a means of a joke to get back at Dick. With Dick, he's a piece of shit, and no doubt he'll always be that. But I would have not stooped to those levels. If I and the thing is, they were pretty, you know, delighted about the gag that went down. So yeah. Like the fact that they resorted to that method was just really it's not right. It's not right, especially with Mac. Like, she should know better. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't really something that is agreeable whatsoever. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, it was just really, really rough. So yeah, but yeah, and then of course we got the whole never meet your hero shit with Keith. Oh. Damn, I'm not gonna lie, my heart broke for Keith when, obviously, the truth came, like, with the game that he missed and all of that. It was just really, really rough that, you know, he threw that game. He like, in order to make sure that his debt was cleared, he threw that game. And that is just really, really heartbreaking. It's so rough, like, especially since, you know, Keith looked up to him and all of that. So yeah, but we did get a bit of a situation where Terrence revealed that he owed a bit of a debt to the Fitzpatricks. So great to have them continue to be involved. But yeah, I mean, obviously this was very important in terms of I mean, like I said, Terrence didn't, you know, do it, and even Keith believes that, but he's just disappointed that his hero threw the game, and he blamed himself. That's what made it more heartbreaking. Like, it's one thing when you get told that your hero someone that you really, really supported and all of that, they threw something that they could have won and all of that. And it's just another thing when, yeah, you blamed yourself for it, because that's it though, he blamed himself, so it was just really heartbreaking. So yeah, but again, I mean, obviously Terrence has owned up to a lot of things, but there is believability that he did not blow up those kids. So yeah, there's just disappointment. There is just disappointment when it comes to, you threw the game, I blamed myself. Disappointed. heartbroken. But yeah, some good stuff that happened in this episode. So yeah, of course, furthering things when it comes to, I guess, Weevil Thumper, trying to obviously trying to get the better of Thumper, but also some good stuff with the Terrence bit as well. Like I said, I mean, I didn't even believe he was responsible like before this episode, but this episode kind of, you know, cemented that for me. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time though. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Check the videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!